5 big benefits of being different. You should never be different just because. What we're referring to is giving voice to your unique self. What other people tell you are negatives because you're different can actually be positives. You need to live your own life and understand that your differences from others make you unique and special. Incidentally, there are a lot of advantages of being different from the norm. You don't become a Leonardo da Vinci, Bruce Lee, Steve Jobs, or Oprah Winfrey and change the world by being a carbon copy duplicate of everybody else. Here are just 5 of the many significant benefits of embracing your truly unique and different self. 1. Find your tribe. Believe it or not, your inherent differences from other people might not be truly rare. In other words, there are others out there just like you, people with ideas and traits and abilities that aren't considered normal or regular. When you give life to the special person that you are, others like you can see that it's okay for them to be different as well. This can bring you together with some really great people. You can form deep relationships and feel accepted and loved by others just like you. 2. You might surprise yourself. Imagine that you're incredibly different from normal people in some way. In this situation, what do? You may lock yourself away and hide. You feel better when you're not reminded that you're so different from everyone else. Does this sound like a recipe for innovation and creation? It certainly doesn't. It's tough to be the greatest version of yourself when you don't accept who you are. It's your unique view and personality that may hold the key to innovative achievement. Instead of accepting a normal life where you let others dictate who you are, how you act, and what you do, flaunt your unique differences in the face of society. You just might surprise yourself with how you are received and what you can achieve. 3. You learn to accept the differences of others. This might be the biggest benefit of valuing your own differences. There are so many people on our planet. Who are we to say what people are good or bad, negative or positive because of who they are? Learning to accept that we are all so beautifully different gives you a wonderful outlook on the world. You start to see positive opportunities instead of negative situations. Start caring about who you are as a unique person. Your differences are beautiful, not ugly. This mindset helps you accept that you're going to meet a lot of people who are different from you, and they are just as acceptable and worthwhile as you are. 4. Small and unique is better than big and the same. How are you different? Have you discovered others who have your same quirks and odd traits? Would you rather spend your time with a few high-quality individuals that understand your differences, rather than try to conform with a large group of cookie-cutter people scared to offer the world their unique abilities and points of view? Being just like everyone else isn't always a bad thing, but sometimes it can limit you. You can stifle your creativity and abilities if you refuse to give breath to your unique nature. 5. It's fun. Being unique is empowering. Accept your differences and display them proudly. Owning what makes you different from the norm can be a very freeing experience, and one that lets you create a beautiful reality that you only dreamed of in the past. Being different doesn't make you better or worse than anyone. It makes you unique. There is a lot of value in existing outside of the crowded, normal, regular group of people. You receive a lot of rewards when you accept your solitary and unique being. So start being more of your true self today. You are different in many ways, and that means you're valuable. Og Mandino wasn't always a best-selling author. A one-time insurance salesman who struggled with alcoholism and self-identity, Mandino would go on to write the greatest salesman in the world. First published in 1968, the self-help book on salesmanship and personal success has sold more than 50 million copies and has been translated into more than 25 languages. His personal journey of self-discovery began after he thought about committing suicide on a cold winter's day. Who was he? Were his differences from other people important? Did the similarities he shared with others define him? These types of thoughts led him to a library in Cleveland, where he stumbled across books on self-help and motivation. He would continue to read literally hundreds of books on achieving success. They changed his life. His self-guided study on achieving goals and creating success led him to understand that as a unique individual, he had value. I am rare, and there is value in all rarity. Therefore, I am valuable. Agmendino's quote on being different and embracing that difference has helped a lot of people realize they too deliver incredible value to the world. Embrace your differences for more earning potential. In his best-selling book on success and goal achievement, Agmendino devotes a section to embracing the unique angle that you and only you can offer. You flaunt and capitalize on your differences from others rather than shying away from them. This gives you a unique and possibly one-of-a-kind skill or approach to bring to the marketplace. This creates a competitive advantage. That in turn means the possibility of earning more money than others in your field. When you deliver something that is the same as basically everyone else, you have to compete on price. Embracing your unique differences allows you to compete on value rather than price. This means you aren't struggling to earn more money per hour. You're not constantly dropping the prices of your products. Your different, authentic approach or product makes it difficult, if not impossible, for your competitors to copy you or offer something similar. Be who you are. Don't try to copy others. You were given your unique abilities and skills, outlook and personality for a reason. You were meant to be you, nobody else. Look deep inside who you are and use your unique nature to offer something different to the marketplace. This gives you more earning potential, and you also realize a greater acceptance of self and healthy self-esteem. Your differences can teach your children their unique value. We are teaching our children all of the time. Even when we don't realize it, we're giving them life lessons, good and bad. This is true if you are an adult without children, not just for parents. Kids are always looking up to adults. They may roll their eyes and act as if they don't care in the presence of grown-ups, but that's often a front. Children, tweens, and teens are always looking to their elders for guidance, their parents, and other adults as well. This provides you with a wonderful opportunity to teach the acceptance of individual differences. 200 countries and 8 billion people can't be wrong. There are nearly 200 countries around the world. Even when two of those countries are geographically close, there can be vast cultural differences. The global population is pushing towards 8 billion people, men and women, young and old, with a host of different traits, skills, and abilities. We mention this to point out that there are so many differences between people on our planet. Your children are going to encounter people, situations, and experiences that are foreign to them. Preparing them now for those unique encounters means more opportunities in life. They won't be as fearful or questioning of unique individuals and people that are different than them. Teaching this lesson is as simple as embracing what makes you different. There is no normal or regular. There's only you. Sit down with your children. Make a point to mention several ways that you're different from most people. Ask your kids how they think they are unique and different. Have they had someone bully them because of some physical feature? Have your children noticed other kids that aren't considered normal? This is an important conversation to have with your little ones. It's never too early to start talking about the differences in people they'll encounter. Continue having this talk through the teen years. Show your kids that you confidently accept the things that make you different from others. Teach that there is no normal or regular. There is only the individual, the unique person. This can help your children embrace the differences that might be getting them teased on the playground. It also shows your kids that it's wrong to make someone feel bad simply because they're different in some way. The best lessons are taught by example. When you love who you are, warts and all, your children see that. They understand that differences don't mean a person is better or worse than someone else. Isn't that a beautiful lesson to teach your children? Aside from helping your kids develop a healthy acceptance of the many different types of people they're going to meet in life, you give your own self-esteem and self-acceptance a wonderful boost. Your uniqueness can be a valuable problem solver. Invent a better mousetrap and the world will beat a path to your door. That's a quote used in sales circles. It speaks to the potential power of being unique. If you can figure out a way to make a product better, it doesn't matter if the current product has been used for decades or even hundreds of years. The world will beat a path to your door when you make a product more functional and offer it for the same price as its poorly functioning predecessor. In many cases, you'll even be able to charge more money for your innovative product than the previous model. That's because when you look at things differently, you can sometimes solve big problems that haven't been addressed before. Car manufacturer Henry Ford was definitely different. Henry Ford had an idea. He thought he could make automobiles a lot faster if he did something much different than other manufacturers. He believed each person working on building a vehicle should have a singular task. They should only do one thing. Maybe they attached the doors to a vehicle. Perhaps they were in charge of dropping the engine into the automobile. Whatever job they were given, they would only do that job. In Ford's mind, this could allow employees to quickly become specialists. They would get so very good at their jobs because they would quickly get lots of experience. This could speed up the car manufacturing process. Ford rolled out his idea on what he called an assembly line. Workers were stationed at different points along this line. A vehicle would roll towards them on a large conveyor belt. They would complete their one task, and then the automobile would move to the next specialist. You probably already know how successful this idea was. The Ford Motor Company was able to build 8 total vehicles to completion in the time it took other manufacturers to finish just one automobile. Take a different approach and see what problems are not being solved. Stories like this exist throughout human history. When someone finally decided to look at a process or product from a unique angle, problems were spotted that we didn't even know existed before. It's why innovative thinkers are often called crackpots or crazy or troublemakers. They see things in a different way. This idea of looking at something differently allowed a lowly 25-year-old patent clerk to change the world of physics forever. Albert Einstein developed the theory that everything, even physical objects and people, are nothing more than bundles of energy. Einstein's theory of relativity, E=mc², explained our universe as a collection of energy, and its creator is considered one of the most influential physicists in history. The famous physicists at the time didn't know that there was a problem. They accepted that wind and fire and water were energetic forces. On the other hand, they considered a rock or a tree or a person as a physical mass, not centered in energy. Einstein's different view turned the physics world on its head. The patent clerk turned physicist is now widely regarded as one of the smartest people of all time. Being different can provide marvelous insight that all the normal people can't offer. It's a different and innovative approach that has led to so many marvelous discoveries and creations. Don't abandon your differences. Instead, allow them to show you life from a different viewpoint, and you may truly be able to change the world. 3 reasons you should embrace your unique differences. Think about a few things that make you different from most people. Do you view them negatively? We often do. We look at our differences as problems when they are actually beautiful gifts and opportunities. You might think that being much taller than everyone else is a bad thing, when much shorter people are looking at you with admiration and envy. That's just one reason why you should fall in love with what makes you different from others. Here are 3 more benefits of being your unique self. 1. You don't waste any time worrying about what others think. This is one of the most time-wasting behaviors. Everyone does it from time to time. We worry about what others are thinking. Am I dressed okay? Does my hair look right? Why is that person looking at me? Do they think my car or house or income or speech is lacking in some way? Who really cares? The truth of the story is that most people aren't noticing us. That might sound depressing, but it's really powerful. The time we waste worrying about the opinions of others could be spent on more positive endeavors. With billions of people roaming the planet, you're never going to be able to please everyone. It's going to be tough to please even a few people, to be honest. So why even try? Time is fleeting. It's promised to no one. We don't know if we're going to enjoy another year, another month, or even another hour of life. Because of this, don't waste a single minute of time worrying about what others think. The truth is that the important people in your life love what makes you different. The people that criticize your differences will never matter. Kick them to the curb and spend your time thinking about how amazing you are, rather than if someone might approve of you. 2. You have more opportunities and experiences. The person who feels that his differences are a problem withdraws from society. He would rather spend time at home, alone, than interacting with others. That withdrawal means fewer opportunities in life. It's such an amazing and wonderful world out there. Sheltering yourself and hiding away from human interaction doesn't reveal a lot of the opportunities and experiences the world has to offer you. This is true not only in your career or financially speaking. You limit the number of healthy relationships you develop when you shy away from what makes you unique. You also might be doing the world a disservice. Some of the greatest achievements in human history were provided by people viewed as weird and different. 3. More confidence, higher self-esteem, and better health. If you fret over what makes you different from normal people, you give your confidence a kick in the pants. Your self-esteem drops. This mental and emotional process leads to more physical stress developing in your body. That's a recipe for sickness, illness, and disease. Science tells us that when you accept what makes you different or unique, your confidence skyrockets. You learn to love the person you see in the mirror. This triggers a magical and automatic process that promotes more feelings of happiness and fulfillment and less stress and anxiety. Put quite simply, embracing your differences makes you healthier in mind, body, and emotions. You were made for a different reason. And by the way, what you might see as different might not even appear on someone else's radar. You're seeing something that isn't there. Start embracing who you are. Everybody else is already taken, so why not be you? The rewards for being your unique self are truly powerful, and they can help you live your best life.